Today we have a very long day ahead of us. You see, today I'm actually leaving the country for a little bit and I have to take one of these things. But this isn't the last thing I'm gonna be taking. No, my journey has to be so much longer. Before I dive into that, we've got a hone edge here. Are you at least gonna be pretty good? No, not even remotely good. Now I have to reveal that this isn't even the train I'm gonna be taking. This is the train I'm taking, and it's going to be a bit of a journey. It's 40 minutes on this thing, and after that, we've got an even longer journey. And now that we're on the train, we have to go all the way from Ealing Broadway here to the Victoria station right here. And that takes about 40-ish minutes. And now we're off the train and we're heading to the Victoria coach station. And we've got a long journey ahead of us, but I've also found a Rookity Dynamax, which seem to have gone down ever since the Shiny got released. I remember seeing these everywhere, and now I'm barely seeing them at all. But it'd be super cool to get this Shiny here, so let's get it right here, right now, if I can even hit the button. Had to get the stylus out for it, but unfortunately not Shiny, and a 367. Luckily, the building's right over there, but I have about an hour until my bus leaves. So let's get some food. Luckily, I'm at a place right over here that has a ton of it in there. And hopefully they have snacks too, because honestly, we've got a very long journey ahead of us. I believe I'm taking a bus called the Flix bus. It's gonna take about 10 hours to get to our destination. And you might be asking why I'm not taking the train straight to my destination. Well, the prices are just ridiculous right now. The round trip to where I'm going is about $500, which is pretty ridiculous. So I chose to do it for a quarter of the price taking a bus. So it's gonna take longer, it's gonna be a little bit more stressful, but we're gonna make the most of it. All right, the bus is starting to line up now, so we're gonna be getting on. It looks like a really full bus, so I'm not gonna be filming too much on there. But there is something I wanna do just before we get on the bus, and that's claim the research breakthrough box. Let's just see what we get. We get 20 Pokeballs. Not the most exciting thing ever, but this Aerodactyl could have been a shiny one. Like I said, it's gonna be a pretty busy bus, so I don't really wanna disrupt people. It's a really long ride, but we're gonna have Palkia going for a bit. We're gonna try to get some cool shinies on there, and you never know, we might get something amazing. But we've got almost 10 hours on this thing, so it's gonna be a long ride. But we're going too fast, so I've locked the screen. We're gonna hold off and we will catch it later, but that's cool to get it. Okay, there's a little bit of traffic and we've slowed down a bit, so I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens. I mean, we're literally stopping right now, so hopefully I'm not speed capped. I just really hope not. And if we lose it, it's fine. It has a community day, but I really hope we don't. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got it. Good. Again, if it got away, whatever, we would have had another chance, but there it is. Registered to the Shiny Dex, and it looks freaking awesome. I do love the colors quite a bit. Let's take a look at this thing. It is not a 0, though that would have been cool. As it decides to load. A 0 star. Whatever. Well, let's hope we can run into more, though. That was pretty darn awesome. We've got about 15 minutes before we get on the ferry, which is just over there, but we are at the White Cliffs of Dover, which is really cool to see. And just before getting to France, we've got ourselves a Klefki here, which is neat. Obviously, we're gonna be seeing a ton of these once we get to the other side of the English Channel, but nice to be here, cool to see it all. Last time I was in Dover was years ago. Actually, no, I came here during an event, specifically the Liverpool Safari Zone event. I remember going to it, and then I wanted to come here to see if I could get the Furfrou form that is normally exclusive to France, and I was sad to say I couldn't get it here, but you can get Klefki, obviously, as you see I'm doing it now. You can also get Stonjourner too. I think this might be one of the few places where you can get both of them, but yeah, neat stuff. But the guy told me we have like 10 to 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go in there, go to the bathroom, yada yada, maybe grab something small, I don't know, but we're gonna get on the boat real soon. Grab myself a nice coffee, kinda need the boost, but also, I just wanted to show you what this area looks like. It's actually pretty good. We got a decent amount of stuff in there. I've already checked all the Rookities and such, so no shinies unfortunately, but if you ever do come here and you like Burger King, there it is, I guess. But they've also got a WH Smith and they have a Costa Coffee, so there's a few things in there, and of course clean bathrooms. Those bus ones are not great. But also there is a wild Cloyster here. We should probably catch this because it's boosted dust, and Cloyster not only is an evolved form, but a boosted dust Pokemon as it is. So let's see what we get with the 4 times, at least I do believe it's 4 times catch Stardust, and we should do that while that ferry over there starts leaving, because cool to see it. Anywho, we got the Cloyster. Are you at least a good amount of dust? 7,200, that's ridiculous. Like, I've been trying to catch as much as possible, but I love when I find things like this. We've just gone on the the ferry. We're waiting for it to go out. There's still people driving in. But look what's literally right here, just waiting for us. Number 2 of the day. Super down with that. Here's hoping this one's good, but again, it doesn't matter. If we can get one more on this trip, that would be insane. Imagine a whole road trip to another country and we finish a whole shiny line. That would just be so cool. And it doesn't matter if they're not good or anything like that, because again, in August, we're going to be able to get tons more of them. But this one over on the cliffs of Dover is just as good as the last one. It's not that great at all, but still very happy we got that. We're now officially heading out. I didn't even know we were moving. That's how smooth this boat is. But I think it's a good idea to pop the daily out at sea. Why not? But there is a downside that the signal might go away, so if it does, then it is what it is. But maybe we'll get a bird out here. I seem to have interesting luck with Galarian birds and ferries, so we'll see what happens. Worst comes to worst, we lose this thing completely, but whatever. Well, we've pretty much made it to France now, and I'm thinking, you know, something we should do before I have to go off the Wi-Fi and then figure out what to do with my SIM card is we should claim these ducklets out at sea. I think that'd be a fun thing to do, so hopefully we can claim this stuff real quick and apparently get the encounter, but there we go. This one's not shiny, but it won't have a background either. Let's try this again. Let's get the dust, we'll get this, and then we get the encounter. Will you be shiny? It is! Oh wow, that's very surprising, and a really good one. Unfortunately, not the Shundo, but I'll take that. A 457 out in the middle of the ocean? Very cool. I want to say that's a 98. I feel like that's a 96 or a 98. 460, or maybe it was 560, I don't quite remember. But that was the hundo. Sadly, it won't have the background, but it's still really good. And it's gonna be 96. That's insane. That's the best one I ever got. And technically our first French shiny. We're gonna do a quick couple checks out here in the oceans because there's a couple Rookadies. It would be great to finish that set out here. And now I guess we just check and see if this background one is shiny. Sadly, it isn't, and definitely not a hundo. Very bad. But a shiny 96 in the middle of the English Channel, that's cool. Also, the moment we entered French territory, we got this right here, the road trip Paris time research. And I'm not even in Paris. I'm at least 4+ hours drive away from Paris. So if you ever enter Paris, you will get this, or whatever other country. Like if you do one of the Berlin ones or the Cologne one, obviously the moment you enter Germany, you're gonna get it. But pretty cool nonetheless. And here we have our first French clef key. I really want to get the hundo of this. I've traded so many times, I've caught so many of them, so I'm gonna try to catch every one of them here in France just in case, because I really want this thing as a hundo. I'm trying to get every single regional hundo. So let's just take a look. Definitely not close enough. But we are, well, we got this guy right here. Please be yellow. It'd be super cool. Any moment now. Also, my Dialga effect's about to wear off, so I need this to go through. Yeah, no, that's not it. I honestly don't believe it. When we get to Paris, we get the final one. We're done with them. That's 2 off of the ensigns. I don't know why these things like being on the ensigns, but I am not complaining about it. That is so crazy. I can't believe we got one little outside of London, technically. One in Dover, and then we get one here in Paris. That is so great. Take a look at this one, though. Hopefully this is slightly better. No, they're all terrible. Alrighty, we're now in Paris. I got a sim, and check this out right here at this red gym. We do actually have road trip stops still. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. And if you see me, come up and say hi. I know this video is probably up during the event, so if you're watching it in the middle of the event and you're in Paris, come by and say hi. Just had a delicious dinner, and now I'm just walking where the event is going to be. Place is pretty crazy looking. I kind of like it though. And when it comes down to how many shinies we got today, I got 10 of them. Just pretty nuts to see. I mean, we completed the entire Rookity family in a bus. Technically on a ferry too. We got one of them on the ferry, but still. And if we go in numerical order, we got a Galarian Zigzagoon, 2 Bagons. Technically there would have been a third, but it got speed capped unfortunately. 3 Beldums, 3 Rookities, and a Quaxley. So all in all, pretty solid. Speaking of solid, look at how terrible, and I mean terrible, every one of these turned out to be. So you know what? I just don't know which one to do. I guess this one. Like, I know some of you would be like, wait, just hold on to it for the community day and it'll get the move. I'll get better ones during the community day. We're just gonna complete the family for now. But still pretty darn crazy that we were lucky enough to just like get all that done, you know what I mean? But there is shiny Corvisquire. Looks great. It's got that silver to it. Gotta love it. And I really love that we get shiny Dex entries. That makes me very happy, you know what I mean? I love that they added that. Which one's, okay, this one's from France, and then we got these 2 from England. You know what? This is gonna be the Corviknight just because. So there we go, we've made it a Corvisquire. Let's turn it into a Corviknight and get that shiny dex entry for the French one, because why not? We're in France, we might as well do it. Still can't believe it though. I mean, yes, we were in a moving vehicle pretty much the entire time, but like, that doesn't guarantee we would get anything. If anything, we would have gotten nothing because of it. I got absurdly lucky with this, and I'm very, very happy about it. And if you haven't already subscribed, do so. I mean, come on, a whole set in one day? That's crazy. This thing looks awesome. Like, it looks so good. And believe it or not, I'm still looking forward to the community day. I want to get a really good one and a good PvP one. These are all just for the shiny living decks. And speaking of the shiny living decks, there we go. We've really been filling up pretty good right now. We're almost at 1,000 unique shinies, and this does include obviously different forms and stuff, but they're still technically unique, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, we're really killing it right now. I'm very happy. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below. How's your luck with the rookie D's been? Or are you even really hunting it knowing that there's a community day? Definitely let me know. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. But with that being said, I'll see you at the road trip.